Hey, what's going on, guys? Acer and John here, and today we're going to be talking about the recent community event in Destiny 2. Now, if you don't know what the hell I'm talking about, I'm going to go over what happened yesterday, what has happened today, and what's going to happen over the course of the week. So, starting off with what has happened yesterday, Tuesday, May 12th, 2020, at 10 a.m. Pacific Time, aka Reset, Bungie launched the brand new quest called The Lie. Now, the first part of this quest requires us to complete 3 million Seraph Tower public events on each planet. Now, the problem with this is that not very many people were participating, and this is for the fact that it's the end of the season. A lot of people are taking breaks at the end of the season, a lot of people are burnt out. On top of this, we've already been doing Seraph Tower public events for the entire season. So to turn around and tell us hey, you need to do 9 million more of these public events that you don't really like, a lot of people were turned off by that. So because of the combination of all of that, we ended up, after the first day, only about 190-ish thousand completions across all 3 planets out of 9 million. Which then people decided to do the math, and we actually figured out that it'd take a little over a month to actually complete this community event. The problem with that is, we don't have a month left in the season. So because of this, Bungie made a quick turnaround and actually tuned the champions to reduce their power level, and it made it so the balls that you throw at the big ball actually grants 1% more progress, so instead of having to do 11 towers, you only have to do 10. They also tuned the actual quest progression so that till I would say Friday, we have the 5 times multiplier, meaning we'll be earning 5 times the progress. But on the weekend, we will actually be getting a 10 times multiplier. Now, I'm not the best with math, but take this with a grain of salt. But I'm pretty sure with the 5 times multiplier, we'll only need about 600,000 completions. And with the 10 times multiplier, we'll actually only need 300,000 completions. So what this means is probably by Friday or Saturday, we'll probably complete this community portion of the quest. Now, before we get on to the next parts of the quest, DMG, the community manager, on Twitter went on to state that the quest progress is updated every 15 minutes or so. So if you like to keep up with the actual one-to-one progress on database websites like light.gg or Destiny Item Manager and such, just keep in mind it's not exactly one-to-one, it is updated every 15 minutes or so. So after we complete the community portion of this quest, we'll have to go back to Ana Bray for an update. After that, Ana Bray will send us to Vostok Observatory, the PvP map, or if you played D1, the Felwinter's Peak public space. Now, according to Ginsor, a prominent Destiny 2 data miner on Twitter, he states that we will be fighting a Siva-fied version of Felwinter, which is kind of interesting because actually in the Rise of Iron story from Destiny 1, we did actually fight a Siva-fied version of Felwinter, so kind of interested to see how this will play out. After that step, we will be tasked with getting 1,000 shotgun kills, and then after that, we will be sent to the moon bunker. We'll actually be able to access the hidden room in the moon bunker, and then after that, we will be given the legendary shotgun from Destiny 1, Felwinter's Lie. Now, something that's actually quite interesting about Felwinter's Lie in Destiny 2 is that its intrinsic perk is actually Shot Package, which, if you remember from Destiny 1, this was actually a extremely OP perk that it was so broken that Bungie had to remove it from the game. So it's quite interesting that they brought it to Felwinter's Lie as an intrinsic perk. Also, another thing to note is that it actually has the same layout as a ritual weapon. Its current perks are rifle barrel, accurized rounds, and then it has 2 perks for perk slot 1, which is slide shot or quick draw, and then for perk slot 2, you can choose between opening shot and vorpal weapon. And one final thing to note is that it actually has a range masterwork and a ornament weapon slot. It also has the same rounds per minute as Mindbender's Ambition, making an aggressive frame shotgun. Personally, my thoughts on the shotgun is I loved it in D1. It's absolutely fun, but it was also frustrating because it did dominate the meta in D1. So because of that, and the fact that it's possibly coming back better than it was in D1, I honestly don't know if this is right for the game. Currently, as this season, we just got out of a very long and toxic Crucible meta. So the fact that we're possibly just about to make it as bad as the Erentel meta we were just in, I don't know about that one. Anyways, I'd like to hear your guys' thoughts about Felwinter's Lie down below in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you didn't, leave a dislike. And I'll see ya in the next one. Peace.